This has been one heck of a week.
Yeah, it has. It's been stupid.
That's the best description, I think.
Yes.
So we are getting married in by the time you see this show, like 2 days. Yeah.
Yeah.
At the time we're recording it, it's a little closer to a week. So we're doing everything like crazy to prep for family, and we're being overachievers. So a lot of the things aren't necessary, but we want everything to be perfect. It's it's like an opportunity to like finally have a reason to finish up a lot of things and start a couple of things we've been talking about doing for a while and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's good, and it's for good purposes. I mean, a lot of my family, from my family for sure, yours is from California, so they're not coming as far.
And Wisconsin.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. So your half brother, whom you've never met in person.
Yeah, I have never met him in person. His name's Sammy. Well, Sam Bess. And I have never met him before. Maybe like 3-4 years ago is when I officially started talking to him. I talked to him over the phone. And we've been slowly getting closer ever since. So then I didn't think he was gonna be able to come.
Right.
Not because he didn't want to, but again, we're in Nevada. He's only in Wisconsin. It was a long shot. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna send him.
Same with my family. Yeah.
So I was like, I'm just gonna send him an invitation to the wedding just to show him, like, I'm thinking of him. I wish he would be here. And lo and behold, next thing I know, he's all like, I'm coming out.
That's crazy cool.
So I get to meet him in person for the very first time, and we're picking him up in Las Vegas from the airport Wednesday morning.
Right.
Yeah.
So a lot of our family has never been here, might not ever come back either. I've got some older folks in my family that are coming out, and I don't expect them to make trips across the country into their 70s and 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
So,
but what's funny though is his dad and stepmom are flying out, but his grandfather and grandmother are driving out here from Pennsylvania.
Sorry, you can hear me slurping in the mic. Yeah, and by his, you mean me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's really exciting. So they're coming by all kinds of different means.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just so honored that they're coming out. And so
Right.
what's cool, and not to talk about things that aren't going on this week, but next week, we're going to have some of them here, and they're going to share some memories and stuff about us growing up.
Yeah, we're gonna try to have a few guests on the show.
Yeah, that should be interesting.
Yeah,
so,
but that's due to come. We
yeah, that's gonna. I can't wait. It's gonna be such a blast.
I know, right?
Yeah. I'm sorry if I look tired. My eyes are like ready to be pasted shut.
Yeah.
We have been going. I kid you not. I mean, just 16 hours a day, nonstop. Just trying to like fix up the cars. We have a limo. Like, most people rent a limo for their wedding, but we own the limo.
Yeah.
So we're rebuilding it because it was in kind of rough shape. So we're
But the engine's gorgeous. The engine
sure
it
starts
runs
up every time.
It runs so well. It's just kind of like the interior's kind of crummy. So
yeah, so I'm sitting here like I'm ready to fall asleep. I'm trying to be energetic here, but we are pushing so hard. You can do it. Thanks. And you try to keep me going when you're not doubling over in pregnancy pain or something.
Yeah. I've been feeling really good towards the end of the day, so
okay.
Yeah. I feel really good right now. I'm like, yeah, let's go.
I know. Like my brain is there, my body isn't. Is kind of how I am, but I'm having fun. I'm glad to be here. But I mean, we're working on the cars. We're working on the property. I've got people here working on stuff. I'm gonna be managing 2-3 different people outside, and
it was really funny.
The house, and my gosh.
The other day, I'm coloring my hair. And don't worry, it's not actual hair dye. For those of you who know I'm pregnant, it's not actual hair dye. It's just temporary dye that washes out.
Right.
So I'm over here coloring my hair, and I go outside to try and find where Zach is, and I have a plastic bag on my head. I open the door, and I see one of the workers he hired outside talking to him. So I was like, oh.
That's right.
So I close the door, and I go back into the bedroom, and I open up the window, and I see another worker, and I'm just like, well, who is this one? Like,
I've got minions. I've got minions outside just getting crap done.
Right? like we see one. Well, I see one talking to Zach. I open up the window. I see another one painting. I'm just like, what the heck?
Yeah. They're just coming out of the woodwork, and some of them are getting things done, and some of them aren't too good at it. But
yeah,
we're having fun outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we got the cars fixed up. So in the limo, it needed a ceiling, and somebody ripped the bar out of it. It's an old 1990, really cool, big, beefy, muscly Cadillac limousine.
Yeah.
And somebody ripped the bar out of it years ago, so it's just been this bare wall inside of it. So I really would like the limo to look halfway cool. The other thing is we did the AC in it and got the AC up and going as well as it's going to for its age.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, and other improvements, since we need more things to do right now, we're no longer in our pilot stage here with our TV show, and we're kind of setting up for permanency.
Yep.
And we've got a pretty nice setup going in here now.
Yeah, we kind of redecorated a little bit.
Yeah, well, everything's actually permanently installed instead of just plopped down, which is pretty nice.
Yeah.
So it's looking darn good in
here. That
here.
was quite a project. That was probably like a 3-day thing.
Yeah, the only trade-off is now I get to do an additional job on top of everything. So I get to switch all our cameras here.
Yeah. So instead of switching in the editing stage, he switches it live now.
Yeah, we were doing it all in post-production, and it was just, oh my gosh, so much, so time-consuming. So now we've retired some things from another facility, and we can put them in here now, and migrated them over to here. I shouldn't say retired, because we actually have some pretty nice stuff. Retired makes it sound like we got the old stuff. We actually
it's actually a lot of nice things that we have.
We're still working on a couple things. Heather, I think your lighting needs to be a little bit better, but you're not too bad. I mean, you're great. You're beautiful. Don't get me wrong.
No, I'm not.
Yes,
I'm literally sporting the trash can look today. So
no.
Yeah.
Oh, shut up.
The last couple.
If that's the worst you look after while 7 months pregnant and working all day and sweating in the heat and everything, that's the worst you look. You're doing pretty good.
Yeah, I really haven't been wearing a lot of makeup lately.
Good.
So, good.
Good.
I'm gonna make myself look nice for the wedding. I'm actually gonna put on makeup and stuff, but lately I literally have been sporting the naked face. Like I just
nothing wrong with that, man.
Not giving any F's.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I think you look great.
Well, thank you.
You look great. And your hair's getting nice and long, and you dyed it for the wedding.
It is.
I don't know
like
how
that
well
it's
you can
getting
see
longer.
the color on camera, but it is quite purple. It's nice, dark purple.
Yeah. I like this color.
Yeah, right. It looks great. And you mixed the purple with a little bit of red, right?
I did.
Yeah.
So I did. I was sporting red for a while. I have to remember
to switch our cameras now. So if we're stuck on one person for a while, it's because I'm getting deep into the conversation.
Right.
I forget to switch it.
But yeah, so I was sporting red for a while. And then I saw purple, and I was like, well, let me try purple. And it turned out like really dark blue. And I was like, well, it's okay. Mm-hmm. I like the dark color, but I like more the red, burgundy kind of colors. So this time around, I bought purple along with red. And I mixed them together, and I put more of the red in. And it turned out like this deep, like purple red color. And it's just gorgeous.
I love it. I think it looks great. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, looking great. So we're getting married in Goldfield, Nevada. I know we've gone over this in a couple previous episodes, but
it's coming up. So it's
what's going on with this thing here? See, growing pains. There we go.
There we go.
Automated crap. So we're getting married in Goldfield, Nevada, which is a beautiful little mining town. You're making all kinds of noise over there.
I was moving my mic closer so I can sit back.
I know. I've got a nice chair now. We got rid of the desk chair.
Yeah, but I still gotta sit in this damn.
Yeah, you're all up in the air.
This darn chair.
You're up in the air, but that's okay. You look good up in the air. That's okay. I'm in my pit over here, my technology pit.
I know. You and your 5 computers.
Yeah, I can feel myself.
No, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 computers.
Well, there's technically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 screens around me. And when we're finished with actually, there's also one above me here. And once we're finished with the installation, there's going to be one more behind me.
Hang on.
But we didn't get that far yet. What did you do? What's going on?
No.
Are you vibrating?
No, I'm not vibrating. I'm taking a picture of what what I'm seeing. That will be posted later.
All right, good.
So I can give the viewers what my view of.
I like the technology pit.
All I see is just a row of computers and then a Zach head.
I can't tell you're pregnant from over here. No, I can't see it. I don't know what you're doing.
From the side view, you can.
Looks like you're prepping a nice, tasty hamburger or something over there on the counter.
Yeah, but
That's
once you go to
see.
the wide shot, yeah.
Oh man. Anyway, us weirdos are getting married in Goldfield, Nevada, cute little mining town, in the high school, in the abandoned or once abandoned high school, now operated by the Historical Society. And what is going on over there? Jeez.
I'm stretching.
And, I mean, it's like it's to the point where it's abandoned, where it looks abandoned, but it's like one notch above being safe. It is safe. It's they got it all fixed up, but it looks pretty cool.
Borderline guests having to sign release forms.
Yeah. That's
next
accurate.
next thing you know, someone steps on a stair step and just their whole foot falls through. Just oh god.
Yeah. So we have to be a little careful. There's some boards sticking up and things, but
some nails, you know.
Yeah. But anyway, all right. Well, we got to go to a break, but I gotta put. Gosh, there's too many freaking buttons for me to push now. I gotta get used to this. I can do it. I've been tech directing for years. Yeah. All right. We'll be right back.
Bye, Felicia.
Break it down.
I feel like a chicken.
Don't even start talking about chickens. I will kill you in your sleep.
Speaking of chickens, so
we've had an interesting week, and it involves a lot of stupid chickens. I don't know how you feel about chickens or birds.
I personally hate birds.
Especially after this week.
Right? Yes.
Yeah. So you want to start them off with this?
Well, previously when we were speaking of having our family and guests on the show, we finally somewhat had our first guest on the show. We kind of showed Deanna a little bit in one of the videos.
Yeah. Which you can go to the Facebook page and watch at facebook.com/The Zach Rein Show.
Exactly.
Back to you.
So, maybe about, I think it was about a week ago, 2 weeks ago. I think it was a week ago. We got chickens.
Yeah, we had this bright idea that 2 weeks before we get married, we should go obtain some chickens. So we're at the feed store, and there's this lovely older couple in front of us talking about how they just got a house, and they have, 28 chickens?
More than that.
More than that in the 30s?
Yeah, okay. I think so.
So many of them were very young, but they had some also fully grown ones.
Which there was
9 fully grown ones.
Yep, there was 9 fully grown ones. And, oh goodness. So we hear them talking about how they can't have their chickens anymore.
Oh, I've been on me while I'm slurping water. My bad.
Yum. So, yeah, they were talking to the woman who owns the pet store that we go to go get Martini food. Martini the snake. And
you'll remember him from past episodes.
Yeah. And they're telling her that they kind of need help. They can't catch all these chickens and they can't take care of them. So the pet store lady, she's like, yeah, I'll see what I can do. I'll probably send someone down there to catch all of them and we'll bring them here. And then they leave, but we overhear that. So we ended up talking to her about it. And we're like, let's go catch these chickens. I don't know why or how it ended up us catching all of them.
I don't know how either.
Yeah, so we end up going to these people's house. Oh my God, I tell you. Half of them were easy. The baby ones were easy because they were locked up.
Right.
like in like big coops, like they weren't locked up like savage, but
no, yeah, they were.
But they were in their own pens, and since they were babies, they were just contained to where they wouldn't get away or get hurt or anything. So the baby ones were really easy to catch for us, and they gave us a big fishing net, so it'd be easier to catch them.
Only slightly.
Yeah. But oh my goodness.
You ever try to catch a bird, a thing that flies with a net?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It was just absolutely ridiculous. Trying to catch the big ones was an absolute nightmare. I tell you, have you ever seen a pregnant woman try and chase after a chicken?
I have.
Yeah. Okay, but let me backtrack just a second. When we decided to get these chickens, we had 2 days to build an entire flippin' chicken coop.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had 2 days to build this chicken coop, and then the next day, the third day, in the morning, we had to go and catch all these chickens. We don't know how to take care of chickens. We don't know how to do it, this and that.
Oh, it's easy, right? They all say it's easy. Put them in the pen, throw them some food and water, bada boom, bada bing, you got eggs. Our neighbors beg to differ.
So, out of the entire week, like week and a half that we had these chickens, keyword had, we only got 4 eggs.
Technically still have.
So we only kept 6 of them. We had 4 hens and 2 roosters. Out of all of them, we only got 4 eggs.
Mm-hmm.
And one morning, what was it, yesterday? Yesterday, all of the chickens are in 3 different neighbors' yards.
None of them.
None of them?
None
Not
of them
in our yard. In all 3 of our neighbors' yards. Chicken. Oops. And one of the neighbors actually came out and he's like, "Excuse me, like your chickens are in my yard."
Yeah, he wasn't too pleased. I talked him down a little bit.
Yeah, he was a nice gentleman. Like he kind of understood because he owned chickens way back when. But at the same time, there's a reason why he doesn't have chickens anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So we apologized. And we were like, let's catch these chickens. But how this happened, with the guest, my sister Deanna, originally we went out to go get donuts.
Mm-hmm. That's how all, good stories start.
Instead of coming home with donuts, we came home with a dog. On top of having to chase chickens. So thankfully, we did have Deanna with us. She was able to help us catch a chicken and try to get the rest in our yard.
Yeah, we made some friends with the neighbors that day.
Yeah. And it is really hard chasing chickens pregnant.
Yeah, it's just hard chasing chickens fat or skinny or anything really for that matter. But so, it was fun. And it's something I think I'd like to do in the future, but we bit off more than we could chew. And I don't necessarily mind dealing with them or learning about them or trial and error.
Just 2 weeks before
I don't have
a
time,
wedding.
man. I'm out there. Literally, I probably have wasted 4 hours of my time just chasing chickens.
Yeah.
And probably 8 hours or more between pen building and prepping and all that kinds of stuff.
Thankfully,
I don't have that kind of time.
Thankfully, my sister loves us so much. She drags her friends over because I had to go to work. Like I literally
chicken catching crew.
Yeah, chicken catching crew. When we were chasing these chickens, when me and Deanna came home with the dog, I had maybe an hour to get to work. So I eventually have to get to work. We didn't make any progress catching chickens. So eventually, Deanna comes back over to my house with a whole bunch of her friends, and they just start catching chickens left and right, and we're just sitting back like, okay. So not only do we
That's their wedding gift to us.
Yeah. But not only do we pay people to work on our vehicles and stuff, we pay people to catch our chickens.
Mm-hmm. And none of this, I don't like paying people for any of this stuff because I can do all of it, but I just don't have the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So So these chickens like to fly in trees too. We didn't know that.
Oh my gosh, I didn't think chickens could fly, but these things can get 50 feet in the air. Is that because I still think Deanna says you can clip their wings so they don't fly more.
I don't know if you can or can't. I don't know how that works, but
I don't know. Well, yeah. So we managed to capture 5 of the chickens.
5.
Okay, and you don't know what's going on because you're at work. And the 6th one is gone, man. I mean, he's gone.
Bye, Felicia.
She's gone. Yeah, so I'm just like, whatever. So we drove him down to the local feed store. It's where we originally were, and they were interested in taking them, and it was just good. So I don't like. I felt like I was giving up on. I don't like giving up on animals. Like I'm somebody where if I adopt an animal, to me, I'm adopting it for life. But. The chickens were more of a food source, is like having an expensive food source.
Yeah.
So we migrated them to somewhere that I knew would care for them and where they'll be happy and healthy. So
I don't feel as bad getting rid of the chickens. Most of the time, like, I know it's kind of like really cruel to say, but
they look so delicious.
Oh, I wasn't getting to that, but yeah.
I just kept thinking about how I wanted to eat them the whole time. That's all.
Well, I honestly, it didn't bother me giving them up. I didn't feel like I was giving up on them. And as a matter, like, for any animal in that case, if there is an animal that I have and I can't give it the proper care,
sure,
then I'm only harming it more than.
And that makes sense.
Not giving it away.
Some argue, some could argue that, well, you shouldn't adopt an animal if you're not going to be ready. But, we actually really did. We joked that we don't know much about chickens, but we actually did spend a lot of time researching them.
Yeah, we did actually really try. We tried to do everything right. We did try to give these chickens and roosters the proper care, but just...
We really did. I mean, we really took time to build the pen. We took the time to get the right food and read about how they like to roost and all that stuff.
And every morning I'd go outside. I'd water the chickens and roosters and stuff. I'd give them fresh water. I'd feed them. And we gave them a whole bunch of fruit and stuff. And just for some reason, they did not like being in the coop. And we can't figure out why.
And so obviously they weren't happy or they had some other need. Now, they came from a much larger space, and maybe that had something to do with it. They weren't used to being confined that much.
Yeah. So the way I saw it is, I'm really happy they did go to a different place, and we did learn something from it. It was actually a really good learning experience because now we have the chicken coop and everything, so that down the road we know what to do, what not to do, things like that. So it was a really good learning experience in the long run.
Well, so I'm outside today. I forget what we were doing, working on the cars or something. You're doing a lot of sniffling over there. You all right? You're not getting sick on me, are you?
I don't know.
So help me if you're getting sick. What are you trying to rub your tummy for heat? You're getting cold?
I don't know. I've been sniffling a lot in the mornings too.
Yeah. I don't know, man. You're scaring me. No being sick for our wedding.
I know.
No having Vlad and no being sick. Those are the 2 rules.
Right.
But so I go outside and I just see boop, 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 boop. There's one of the stupid chickens walking between the garage and the well house. It's back. It was gone for like 2-3 days.
Oh my god,
it's back.
I can't tell you how funny it was because I'm at work and I text Zach a lot when I'm at work.
We gotta go. Yeah, tell him about it when we come back. We'll be right back.
So you texted me while I'm at work because we talk to each other a lot. The text I get, it's back.
It's
in
back
all caps.
In all caps.
Oh my god. And it's like I didn't even have to ask him what. I knew exactly. I knew exactly what you were talking about.
That's what I like about you. I knew you knew. Yeah. I knew you would know. Yeah.
So we had certain chickens, like there is a black and white speckled one, a black one, a typical orange one, and then a baby one. Those were all the hens that we had along with the 2 roosters.
Yeah.
All of them were gone. Like, all of them we caught, took back.
Yeah.
But the black one, the fully black one, we could not find.
That was like the one that it was like the shadow.
Yeah. Well, so I come home from work and Zach shows me, and this darn chicken, lo and behold, is in the tree.
Yep. Just sitting there.
Yeah.
Chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was probably when I got that text at work, I was just dying.
She's the chosen one. So
yeah.
I'm okay with holding on to her, I think.
Yeah, so we decided that we're just gonna keep the one chicken. One chicken is perfectly fine. It'll
No, it's not perfectly fine. It's just manageable.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's nothing about chickens that is perfectly fine in my eyes at this point. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a martini in your hands there.
Yeah,
and
I decided
not the kind of martini most people would expect. I got to remember if people are just listening to this, they can't see.
I'm pregnant. I can't have a martini.
Yeah, they can't see that there's a 2.5-foot ball python in your arms right now.
Yeah.
Did you say that's about how long he is? 2.5 feet or so?
Yeah. He has his little head.
Yeah.
He's not fully
hiding?
hiding. No, he's just.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's hanging out.
So
that's cool.
Yeah. Let me see. Ha look at how cute he is. His little head. Hey guys.
Yeah, a lot of people are going to disagree with you on that one, but I agree with you. I think he's
that's
adorable.
the good thing.
Yeah, I think he's absolutely adorable. Just
he is.
Yeah.
He's gorgeous.
And he's got more characteristics of a cat than I ever would have thought.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. Yeah.
Yeah. So I decided to bring him out. I was like, I want to hold a martini.
You can't hold a real martini right now, so you're going ahead with that martini.
I can after I'm done being pregnant.
It'll be here before we know it.
I know.
Yeah, about it. Oh my goodness. So we've got about 30 people or so coming in for this wedding.
We have more than 30 people now.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah. Which to us, that's a lot.
Yeah.
We don't need any more than that. That's a good amount.
Yeah.
I think it's a good amount where it'll be a party, but it won't be so big that we only ever see you for 10 seconds of the thing, and you bring your expensive gift, and we don't even talk to you. Yeah.
So last night, since it's less than a week now away for our wedding. Mm-hmm. And I bought my dress a while ago, and I've gotten bigger, obviously, being pregnant.
Yeah.
I went over to Deanna's house, my sister, because she's my maid of honor. And we tried on my dress again last night just to make sure everything still fits.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not allowed to see any of it. I'm very curious about it. Trying to follow the rules.
So Deanna made me promise that if she sent me the photos that she took, that Zach cannot look.
Mm-hmm.
And, I never have a problem with Zach looking at my phone or anything, but now it's you can't see, because I have pictures of my complete dress, what it looks like, and Zach already knows what my dress looks like, but he hasn't seen the whole thing put together.
Yeah.
And it's I kind of want that to be a surprise.
Yeah.
So, Dina was like, don't let him see these pictures, and I was like, you got it.
I want that moment. where you come out and you look like I was not expecting.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
I have a rough idea, but of course I know you're gonna blow my mind.
I'm hoping so, because he's seen kind of if I would put it the rough outline or the rough draft of my dress, but putting everything on last night was reviewing the rough draft, and then during the wedding day, getting ready, once I get my hair done, I do my makeup along with getting the dress on and everything. That's the final product, and I don't think he has an idea of what that's gonna look like. So I'm really hoping.
Yeah.
But it's
of course I'm very excited.
It's kind of just nerve-wracking though, because it doesn't fit me exactly how I would like. But I'm I'm gonna flaunt it because I'm pregnant. And it makes it that much better.
Right.
So it's I'm going to flaunt the kind of, the bigger look, if that makes sense, because I am pregnant. I'm normally a petite girl, but I'm pretty pregnant right now.
You are the petite girl. We had to put you on the 5-foot tall chair.
Yeah. But my issue right now is since I'm getting closer to my due date, This happens a lot to a lot of women, but they just end up swelling.
Mm-hmm.
Like, their feet will swell and stuff. Their hands will swell. Well, I've been having a lot of issues with my feet swelling.
Yeah.
So I put on my
everything
shoes.
Is swelling.
Yeah, everything is swelling.
Yeah.
I put on my shoes last night, and it took both me and Deanna to get these darn shoes on. Well, because I can't bend over either. So she's over here trying to shove the shoe on my foot. And then not even like 10 minutes later, I take them off and I have lines on my feet because my feet are so swollen. Yeah. I showed Zach, I was like, look, this is from my shoes. But yeah, it's just, ew. I'm excited though. And we just got the last few pieces of Zach's outfit.
At Goodwill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're doing the Burning Man, off the grid, whatever you want to call it, steampunky kind of look. So I really wanted some like corduroy things, some old vintage pieces and things. And we found some really nice leather shoes. Got some nice dress slacks. I found I have a corduroy jacket that we got in Tonopah, Nevada, way up north.
Yeah.
And just a little shopped up there. And I have a skunk skin that's going to go over my shoulder. It's going to be an interesting look. Yeah, the whole thing. Folks are dressing up, and it's going to be something else.
Yeah.
It's going to be a blast.
I'm quite excited.
Yeah, it really is.
When Sam comes out, since we're already going to be in Vegas, you know how he said he needs to get his outfit out here in Vegas because he didn't have a lot?
That's right, yeah.
Since we're going to be out in Vegas on Wednesday when we pick him up, we should just go and try and look for a quick little outfit for him, too.
Yeah, the poor guy's going to be driving in or flying in all night.
Yeah, he has a night flight.
Boy, if you're not used to that, I've done that too many times. It doesn't faze me too much anymore.
I've done it a couple of times, and I tell you, it is the worst.
It is, yeah. I don't know. I've finally reached a point where I can just sleep through the flight at this point.
Oh, I can't.
It doesn't faze me.
I can't even sleep in my bed.
I really kind of like, well, that's true. Yeah, you can't sleep anywhere. But I kind of, I like it because you could be floating on an ocean with gentle wisps of air caressing your skin and snakes slithering around your body, which you would find comfortable, and you wouldn't be able to fall asleep.
Yeah.
But anyway, I love those flights, man. I'll just kick back and I'd nod off, and before you know it, you're there. Now, what's worse is a layover in the middle of the night. Nothing like sleeping and then getting off a plane at 3 in the morning. And
the last time I was on a plane, it was Christmas, and I went out to Pennsylvania with Zach. Zach went out first, and then he flew me out a couple days after. And then, so that was a layover flight. And it was okay. It was really a long flight. Like, I got to the airport in Vegas around like 9 p.m. And I didn't get into Philly.
I forgot you did that.
Yeah, it was a layover flight, and I didn't get into Philly until the morning. And when you picked me up, and we went right to Brian's to go have food with him.
Right.
That was a nightmare. Like, literally staying up all night. Oh my God.
I remember that.
And then flying home.
So worth it though.
Yeah. Flying home. I flew home. Like, Zach flew home a day after me. So, again, I went by myself.
Oh, that's right.
Not only was it a layover flight, but a little kid ended up having seizures and needed a lot of medical attention on the flight. So we had to make another stop, an emergency landing in Chicago, I think.
Yeah, that's
something
right.
like that.
That's
yeah.
right.
And we sat there for a good hour and a half to 2 hours, something like that, in Chicago. And I had work in the morning, so I had to text Fern and Rhonda, "Hey guys, I can't make it to work."
Yeah, well, speaking of stress, the heat is on this week, and trying to get everything straightened out, and we're doing well. I think we're on schedule. But, there's little things that come up and people that cause problems and stuff like that. And just out of nowhere, one of my exes pops back into the picture this week. And just what we all want.
Okay, well, okay. So it's not that she just popped up this week.
True.
And, I mean, she really seems like a very harmful, not
harmless.
Harmless, thank you.
Yeah.
She really is a harmless girl. Like, it hasn't been bothering me for a while, but, you know, I mean, Zach and I we've had exes. And the previous one that Zach was seeing, she was German. And she, I guess, just never got over Zach or just didn't get the memo that...
with all due respect, you know, she's a sweet, very kind-hearted girl. And, but she had a very different culture. And we'll just say she was living in her own little world. She operated very differently, which is you know, what made her interesting and what makes her unique.
I mean, she like, from what Zach's even told me, and I've met her once too. We ran into her. She really seems like a sweet girl. But it's just she likes to send Zach emails. Yeah. And again, they're harmless.
And I never reply.
Yeah.
I mean, they just always forever come.
Yeah, and again, they're completely harmless. And every time she sends Zach an email, Zach shows me. And, like, she's just, like, it's like a holiday or something, and she'll just tell him, you know, like, happy holiday. Then she'll send him, like, pictures of, like, her, like, she made cookies or something or things like that. Well, she kind of crossed the line. What was it, today?
It was yesterday.
Yesterday. She kind of crossed the line. Zach shows me this email, and she's basically saying, hey, Zach, like, how, like, happy Memorial Day weekend, this and that. And she always sends pictures. And these pictures she sent him were a little bit uncomfortable and risky to send.
Yeah.
She was basically showing off a Victoria's Secret bikini that she bought.
Mm-hmm.
And that just crossed the line for me. I was like, this is getting to be too much now. Like, I'm marrying Zach Your TV.
Right. We gotta go. We'll be right back. Oh, that's fun. Look at that. That's a new one.
Yeah.
Like I said, we're working out some kinks.
Right.
Well, anyway, let me go fix that while we go to break.
Yeah.
We'll tell you more about this mess.
We'll tell you how. We'll tell you how we resolve it.
Yeah. Right. Here we go. So yeah, nothing like my ex sending bikini photos the week of our wedding. How pleasant.
Yeah.
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 It's been made very clear that the interest is no longer there, that we've moved on, that it's not appropriate for her to be talking to me anymore and whatever else. And still she goes. Still she goes. So you wrote to her. Yeah,
so it just her sending those bikini photos. The other previous emails didn't bother me. I'm just like, you know, I really don't care. I trust Zach enough. I know he's not gonna tell me bye, Felicia, and go back to her. I mean, I trust Zach enough.
Yeah.
But once this email came in, I'm just like, that's it. So I asked Zach. I was like, can I email her? Like, I'll tell you exactly what I'm gonna tell her. I'm gonna be very nice. I'm just gonna, you know, kind of tell her it's kind of uncomfortable now.
Yeah.
You're making the relationship weird. Yeah. Not between us, but it's weird.
Yeah.
So I sent her an email. I was like, you know, Zach and I are engaged. We're pregnant. We're literally going to be married in a week. I would appreciate it if you would kind of stop sending him emails now that are kind of inappropriate. They're a little uncomfortable, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for taking your time to read this and respecting my wishes. Like, I was really nice about it. And Zach read it and I was driving, so he had my phone. I was telling him what to text. And it was good. So, next thing I know, I waited all day. I was at work. I waited all day to see if I would get an email back from her. I never got an email back, but once I came home from work, Zach got an email from her, and she told him, she was like...
I'm just checking now to see if we got...
an email. I checked mine, and I haven't gotten one back. Yeah. But, no, he got an email back, and she told him, who is this Heather, this and that? Well, she's scamming me, sending me emails. How'd she get my personal email, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And I was really frustrated, and I'm just like, you're joking. So I sent her another email. I made it perfectly clear. Again, I was nice, but this time I was a little bit more stern.
Mm-hmm.
And I told her, I was like, look, I'm not a scammer. I have your email because Zach and I obviously live together.
Right.
Yeah.
She thought it was like the strangest thing that you were able to find her information. Like, God forbid. Like, I wouldn't, I would never share that with somebody.
Exactly. So I explained everything to her. I told him, look, he shows me the emails. Obviously, I'm not a scammer. If you sent him an email right now thinking that I'm a scammer, how would I know that? So I told her, because the previous email, I told her, I didn't specify about like the bikini photos or anything. I just told her I don't appreciate you sending emails with photos.
Right.
This time though, I specified, I was like, the email with the bikini photos. Right. Like, how would I know? How would I know you sent bikini photos if I'm a scammer?
Right.
So, and to make it all better, to really kind of like seal the deal that hopefully she won't mess it, or hopefully she won't email him back, I sent her photos. I told her, I was like, I shouldn't have to defend or explain myself to you, but just to make you stop, here's some photos of Zach and I. I sent her a photo of when he proposed to me, of our rings. Mm-hmm. I sent her numerous pictures of Zach and I, of Zach kissing me, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And I haven't gotten an email back from her on my end, and neither has Zach. So...
Yeah. Hopefully that'll just be the end of it.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to be anything more than that.
Yeah.
Got enough things going on. This is just how it's been. This is how it's been those last few weeks. Just drama issue, problem, something broken, whatever.
If any of you guys...
I mean, how would you handle that? I mean, I think Heather was nice. You were nice. I think you got stern when you needed to get stern.
Exactly. And like, I'm not like... Zach knows I'm the biggest jealous type ever. And it's not that I don't trust Zach. I trust Zach with my life. But it's just I get jealous when I see other women for some reason that are just
They're
either
just demanding,
gorgeous
what's yours?
Yeah.
I mean, that's,
But
what are there airplanes flying outside right now?
I hear it.
Yeah. It's like noisy out there tonight. Jeez.
But
doesn't help. I'm going to close this window.
Yeah. With the
got these windows open. All the noise in the world's coming in here.
Right. But with the emails, I don't know. I just it didn't seem to bother me as much cuz again, she just seems so innocent. And, like, even the bikini photos seemed very innocent, too.
Yeah, she does it in almost a very child-esque kind of manner. It's not meant to be like, ooh, look at this.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, hey, this is what I'm doing, and I'm having fun doing it, and want to share that with you. And that's kind of what makes it all that much harder.
Exactly. But it's
still,
just,
it's
like,
not right.
it's
just inappropriate.
Kind of, it is. Yeah. It's inappropriate for a grown woman to be sending a married man photos of her in a bikini.
Yep.
So I had to set the line. So, I mean, have you guys ever had anything like this happen to you, or how would you go about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, the tough part is it's not just a woman creeping on you. It's a woman who feels as though she's just being friendly.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I could be wrong.
Yeah. But the fact, it's weird because Zach never emails her back, but yet it's always she's sending him emails, and it's like she's not getting the hint that.
And I've told her on several occasions that it'd probably be best if you just stopped, and still.
Yeah, and I guess
happens.
like what Zach has told me. So me and Zach used to work for the local news station. I was a weather anchor. He was the news anchor. And he's told me she was a religious watcher of the news. And when Zach and I finally came out on the news that we were pregnant, we were already assuming she had seen it.
Right. I would think, because the whole town knew about it after that.
Exactly. But, I mean, maybe she just missed that day, didn't see it, or what, but...
I don't know. That's an interesting bundle of snake you got going on there.
Yeah, he's finally getting curious. If you can see his little head there. There you go. See his little head? Yeah, for once, he's finally getting a little excited and intrigued. So I'm kind of hoping that he'll do a little, hey guys. I love my Martini.
It's his form of waving, I guess.
Yeah. Finally, he's not being shy no more, guys.
Oh man, what else did we have to talk about during the show? Anything else coming up?
Well, the next show we record, we're gonna obviously be married.
Yeah, well, the next show we record is gonna be the day before our wedding.
The Friday?
Yeah.
What time Friday? Because I'm sleeping over at Deanna's.
We're rolling Friday evening. That's when we're gonna have family on with us.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Like that. Yeah.
Do you see a Martini? Oh wait, no. Go back to the wide shot.
He's
Look
so
at him
long.
He looks like a little worm. Okay, so guys, yeah, this is when you can finally. Oh, he's taking my mic. You can see fully how big he is.
Wow. That's great.
Right?
Yeah, if you're just listening to us, this is one of the times when you really should be watching on the video stream. Yeah. Wow. That's one long snake.
He's looking at me with his beady little eyes.
They don't blink, they don't have eyelids. They don't blink. They just stare.
You thought so. Goldfish even blink.
Right. Don't they do that?
Yeah, fish and stuff blink. Snakes do not.
Nope.
They just when they go to eat, it's so morbid because they just have the most expressionless look on their face while they're shoving a rat down their mouth. Just
Mm-hmm.
Look at him go. He's so excited now.
It's getting comfortable.
I know, right? So this is normally how Martini is.
Yeah.
So it's nice to finally show. He's just going.
He's going out of the frame.
Yeah, he's going to
down
the floor.
The stand.
Oh, this is great. Funny. I'm just letting him go. Just bye, Felicia.
Oh man, well, we're just about out of here, but stick with us. Jeez, I'm like getting sick and my voice is breaking. I swear I'm getting sick. I knew it. I knew I was going to push myself too hard. Is it getting away? Yeah, I knew I was going to push myself too hard. And I hope not. I'm wondering if I should just get some good rest tonight and try to beat this. All that the noise in the mic is the snake going down the stand.
Yeah, that's not me, guys. This time it's the snake.
That's Martini.
He's getting very rambunctious now.
Yeah.
He's either really just still, or he ends up like this. Just hang out. Now you're gonna hear some Martini sounds.
Right. The sounds of the snakes. The sounds
so
of
what
nature.
Is it? ASMR.
What?
Just
Hey, what? What is ASMR?
Oh, look it up.
All right. And anyway, so stick with us here in the next week on the Facebook page, facebook.com/The Zach Rein Show. And we'll definitely be sharing pictures and video and everything of all the festivities going on. Us riding in our steampunk and off-the-grid weirdo nature in our steampunky limousine and steampunky family and whatever else we want to call it. he's a snake. Oh, that is snake noise right there. That is nature.
Here's some snake ASMR, guys. Seriously, guys, if you don't know what ASMR is, look it up.
All right.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, we gotta go. But I tried to invest in Banana Coin. If you watched our last episode with the Banana Coin, it is so freaking hard to do. I couldn't. You had to sign up with some weird wallets and mysterious things that I'm not going to put my money in. I was going to put my money into investing in some Banana Coin for us on the show, but it's too hard. But if anyone else has done it, I would love to hear about it and what you did. That was the one thing I wanted to talk about before we go. All right, we got to go. That's a Martini. That's a Heather. I'm a Zach, and this is the Zach Ryan Show. We'll see you next week when we get married.
Bye,
see you later.
Bye.